Welcome to the Balls Not Court podcast. It's Cortez Pause here.
We ain't done it. We haven't done it in a while. You counted down weird. You went 1, 2, 3 instead of 3, 2, 1.
So, yeah, it's been a minute. But
a minute.
It's been a while.
A month.
About a month. Yeah. Before I did the NBA podcast or whatnot with the NBA playoff podcast.
NBA playoff podcast by a guy whose team ain't even in the playoffs.
Yeah. But hey, this is my time of the year that I like to watch. Unfortunately, my team is not there, but yeah, I'm still going to watch because I like the playoffs. Well, something weird about that. I don't think it'd be as competitive as it will in years past. But besides that, then nonetheless. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about football because we got my football expertise to my right here. So, and NFL draft is approaching very fast. April 28th. 2 weeks away. So, yeah, so, we'll talk a little bit about that, and we're going to talk about the blockbuster trade that happened. And it was so considerate of the Rams not to drop this because they didn't want to ruin Kobe.
Kobe.
So, it was like, well, we're going to report in that. I was like, well, good for y'all. So, Tennessee sent the top selection along with his fourth round, sixth round picks this year to the Rams and changed for number 15, 2 second-round selections, third-round pick. And the Titans will also get the Rams' first and third round picks in 2017. That is a lot, dude. This is the seventh trade involving the first pick of the draft since 1990. The last being the Chargers and the Giants. And Eli was making that stank face that he didn't want to go to San Diego. And then realized he got happy when he got traded to New York, which I thought he was a big baby for that. But I'm not going to worry about that. But anyways, what's your initial thoughts about this trade, man?
Initial thoughts on the trade is I wish this guy wouldn't have called in.
What's up, Steve?
Well, you too, Pookie.
It's all good. Hey, we're already gonna start the podcast anyway, so we're going into the trade and whatnot. But go ahead, Kevin. I'll go ahead and let you.
This trade would have never happened if they were still called the St. Louis Rams. If they were still in St. Louis, they would have never made this trade. This trade happened because they moved to L.A. and they wanted to make the big splash. What did we hear all during the Peyton Manning retirement thing? Peyton's going to go to L.A. because they need to. This was because they're in L.A. and because they wanted to make a big splash. Neither one of the quarterbacks, the top two in this class, are going to turn out to be any good at all. If you wanted to do this, if they would have moved to L.A. last year and made the trade for either Winston or Mariota, then I would have understood it. But for all years to do a trade to move up to number one and get a quarterback, this was just weird. But the reason they did it is because now they're called the L.A. Rams and not the St. Louis Rams.
All right, Steve, I was going to ask you the question.
Hell, for freaking Tennessee, shit, they were like, oh, yeah, go ahead. You're giving us what? You want us to have 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, 2 third-rounders, a bag of potato chips, extra value meal from McDonald's. And they got all kinds of shit. It was just ridiculous.
It should make sense for them because, they already got their quarterback, right?
They got their quarterback. They got him last year. Now you have to put the pieces around him. And they made out like bandits. Flipping ridiculous. Their mascot is a raccoon. So the raccoon went and stole everything.
Unintended, huh?
From L.A.
Steve, your thoughts on this trade about the Tennessee and the L.A. Rams about this going down where the Rams are getting the first pick of the draft now?
It was a bit, excuse me, we sorry about this. It was the stupidest damn thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The Rams, Tennessee, Kevin is about 100% right on. I would have did it in a heartbeat with bad eye. I'd be like, what? Yes, please and thank you. They're going to draft a quarterback, and there's not a quarterback in this draft class that's even worthy of the first pick. And that's what I'm scratching my head about. Wentz or Goff is just not first overall material. You know what I mean? Like, this is stupid. Why didn't the Jaguars sign up for that? You know what I mean? Hey, I'll fucking trade. Give me all those fucking picks. Now we got to deal with the Titans probably being good in the next couple of years with all these damn draft picks.
I think they'll be good. It depends on what the Titans do with the draft picks.
They got a lot.
They don't have a. They're kind of like us with the bad track record of bad drafting in certain years. So we've had one really good draft.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years, and that was the offensive juggernaut draft that we had. Other than that, we've done shitty.
We've done nothing.
That's a huge kicker though. They get the next year first draft pick.
They got a house.
That is crazy.
They got a pre-built house in LA. Got a put together log cabin.
I mean, if Tennessee play their cards right, they can definitely they can rebuild fast.
Tennessee got an unfurnished mansion in picks. They gave the Rams one of them put together log cabins. That's what LA got. Because LA's got to figure out how to put it all together.
Yeah, it was made out of Lincoln logs.
Exactly. They got that, and the Titans have the mansion because you have your quarterback. Yeah. Now all you got to do is furnish it. So now all they're got to do is put the couch in, get the fish tank, get other stuff, and they got to make it look pretty now.
Yeah.
And it's going to really suck, dude, if they wind up drafting really well. You know it's going to suck for us.
My analogy came great. But it's not going to suck for us because our offense is ridiculous. Our offense is pretty much
you still got to get that offensive line playing well. I still think our offensive line is bad.
The moves, the move we made already to kind of shore up the offensive line are going to give us a little leeway to be able to do things. I'm not. The offensive side of the ball, if you tell me, are you worried about anything on there? I'm like, no. No.
At the weapons, yeah, but it's like the only thing offense that really worries me is realistically is the offensive line. Until they get some people in there, it's worth a damn.
Linder will be back. No. Linder missed most of the year last year with an injury. Linder will be back. We got the Kelvin Beecham kid from Pittsburgh that played left tackle. He's coming off an AC.
Who was it? The right tackle and Cam. I think Cam's going to wind up being pretty damn good, but Cam's
going to be well. Jeremy Parnell is going to be well. That's why they brought in Kelvin Beecham to go after push Jokel, which I think come week one, Kelvin Beecham's going to be your starting left tackle for the Jaguars. Especially if he shows no hindrance or no anything on his ACL. He's going to be your starting left tackle, and then Jukel. I should call him Joke because that's what he's been. Even though he didn't play bad last year, you just can't give up 5 sacks in a game. I don't care who you're playing. You can't give up 5 sacks in a game. You can't do it. You gave up 3 all year until week 16, and then you gave up 5. I'm like, you can't do that kind of stuff. But he's just, to me, he's not physical enough. We need somebody out there that's going to be mean and get physical. Everywhere else, we have physical guys. Yeah. Even if you got to move Linder over to center, Linder, I think, can play any position except tackles on the line. He'll be fine no matter where he goes. Can can do the same thing. Great. Can do the same thing. But now you got all these you got a lot of pieces that you'll be able to flop in there now.
I think you got the right side locked down.
Yeah, which I like. What I mean? Yeah. Oh, the right side was locked down last year. The right side was locked down last year whenever they brought in Parnell. They locked down the right side because they already have Linder in place. But now you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do at the center position, and once you do that, you're able to go from there.
Yeah, I don't think they could benefit from drafting a center in this year's draft. I mean, I don't think they really have anybody that's great. They're going to get. I mean, they have somebody that's putting a Band-Aid over cancer, but
they don't have to.
Gotta have to have centers like huge, man. It's like left out. You got to have a great center.
Yeah, they don't have to because I actually have a ton of faith in that Linder or Can, whichever one they think can go over to the
I'd rather
center.
Can at the guard position, man.
I'd rather keep him there too, and I'd rather Linder play center because to me Linder has that. He can lead the offensive line mentality. He has that type of personality in there. And the Jaguars have a good track record of moving people from guard to center.
Yeah.
And leaving them there because the guy that played center for 436 years for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Brad Meester, came in as a guard. when we first got him, and then we moved him over to center, and we see how that worked out. We didn't have to worry about that position for 14 years, and he played every stinking game. So I'm not. I want to make sure the defense gets something, and we can at least get the defense to the middle of the pack to go along with that offense. Because I don't think we're that bad at it. But flipping Tennessee, getting a flipping house built for them.
So back on this trade here, I mean, I know y'all not too thrilled about these quarterback prospects, but I mean, Adam Schefter already been reported that they're going to draft Jared Goff.
Well, it's obvious.
But I mean, should it be him or should it be Wentz? Who would you go with?
Jared Goff played better competition. Carson Wentz played me and you. Jared Goff actually played people. It makes more sense to go with Jared Goff for one reason and two reasons.
1 second, guys.
Oh, I can hear it.
Go ahead.
But it makes sense for two reasons. You played in California. You're trying to make a splash, and you're trying to get. There's aliens coming out of. Whoa! He's pissed. He was like, I like Carson Wentz. Oh, but no, Jared Goff is the one that makes more sense out of it because he's a local kid. He's West Coast, and they're wanting to make a splash. And you can't make a splash by going, I'm going to pick a guy out of North Dakota State. You can't do it.
Yeah.
You cannot justify. You cannot justify taking all of that, throwing it all out there, and going and getting a guy from a Division II school to play quarterback in the NFL.
Was it all this time that we always try to pick these certain quarterbacks that's supposed to be the next one? Like all you heard about was supposed to be the next Andrew Luck, and how this kid Jared Goff is going to be the real deal. But I mean, this is what I guess spectators do. They just try to hype up some of these guys, and I mean, but as far as you said, and Steve had watched these guys, y'all particularly don't find these impressed to move up for the number 1 draft pick, where these guys will slide at 15. What projected to be going 15, and one was going to the Browns.
One was going 2, and then one was going down to like San Francisco. But it tells you that the overemphasis the emphasis they put on quarterback has you where you want to reach so much to go and get a quarterback. Just look at us, for example, going number 3 with Bortles. The year we went and drafted Blake. People were like, oh, crap. We should have never done. I'm good with it. Because you're going to have to bring in a quarterback sometime. Are you going to wait till the following year to go after Winston and Mariota? Or do you like what you see now in the guy? Thank God we went and got who we got. Because I'm fine with who we went and got. Because you were able to open up all the rest of the stuff now, and now you have a core nucleus as far as skill position players and everything goes for your team.
Yeah.
But neither one of these guys, you look at them and nothing jumps off the board at you about either one of them. Nothing makes you go, whoo! Everybody's like, well, look at Carson Wentz's athleticism. He's running against guys that most of them walked on to Division II schools to come and play. If they draft Carson Wentz with the first pick, they have to justify to everybody why they went and got a Division II quarterback and picked him as the number 1 pick in the draft. And I just do not see them drafting him.
I think what a lot of people really believe, and this is what I believe, that Wentz has a higher ceiling just because he played at a smaller school. So his ceiling realistically hasn't been reached yet. You know what I mean? As of Goff, he's played at that Division I, so he's played against top talent. So I think his ceiling just is not as high, or possibly could have already maxed out, and he's already at the level where he's going to be at, just going to be polished up. So I think Wentz could be attractive. Now, don't get me wrong, it's Division I, Division II. Not a lot of people have come out of that. Flacco and a couple other guys have come out of there.
Terry Bradshaw was a notable one.
But